Hey guys, it's very late once again, and I'm only now getting into making this week's vlog update. A nice cup of tea with me. I know some of you have been wondering why I talk so much about coffee and why do I drink tea with every time I'm talking about the vlog updates. The reason is, very often when I do this, it's quite late at night, and I love my coffee, but I don't drink coffee middle of the night. I'm not that bad. So tell me guys, how has your week been? Let me know in your comments. I'd love to hear how's things been going on with you guys. Yeah, as you know, I'll be moving house next week, which I'm kind of starting to look forward to actually quite a lot. It's going to be a big mess of stuff to get sorted before that, and then the few days of moving, which is a different kind of stress, but I don't I'm not too worried about it, because it's kind of stress that I just have to get stuff done, and you know, it's just getting up and doing it's kind of stress, so that's fine. I can deal with that, no problem. So due to that move, I have to get a lot of stuff done this week that I knew I wouldn't have time then next week, and maybe even the week after that. So yeah, it's been a busy week, but it's been a good week. So let's get on to this week's stuff. This week's song, What Would You Do? I kind of continued with the soundscape of mixing the electronic stuff and the acoustic guitar, and because last week's song you guys gave me such a great feedback on it, so I thought, let's look, maybe there's more into this than beats the eye. So yeah, this week's song, What Would You Do? It was a funny one to make, because I kind of, last week's song kind of wrote itself, and even more the arrangement kind of came up. I just went mad with it, and I just did it, and I didn't think about it too much, and it kind of did itself. Whereas this week I had to kind of think about it more, because I was doing kind of similar style, if you know what I mean. And yeah, it took me a lot longer to get it done, and the longer I did it, the more I started doubting myself and crazy stuff at the end of the day. Very happy how it turned out. So go and check it out. It's on my website now. What Would You Do? It's the name of the song, and you can also, it's available on a Bandcamp as usual. Go and download it from there. If you can name your own price, and if you can't afford to pay anything for it, I'm more than happy for you to just grab a free copy of it. Just put $0 on the price, and you're good to go. Then on to this week's vlog. Monday was called That's Dublin for You, and as always, Monday vlogs kind of sum up my weekend, and this was the same. We had crazy weather last weekend, which we've had all week actually, but last weekend was like, you know, it was like 4 seasons in the whole weekend, and weather-wise, and it was pretty mad. And yeah, there's a bit of music there, and kind of sums up the little bits of what went on last weekend, so check it out. On Tuesday's vlog, I did a kind of big section about running. I just took a camera with me. It was absolutely glorious morning, and I decided to film pretty much as I could during the run while still running. And it's got some really great shots of the river where I usually go running, and because the running's become such a lifeline for me. It's become such an important part of what I do these days, so it was really good to kind of capture some of it. And I get into other stuff as well during the vlog, but I mean, that the beginning part of it is very much about the running and some nice scenery of Dublin, so check it out. Then Tuesdays are my studio days, which means Wednesday's vlog kind of captures always the Tuesday studio day. That's when I worked on this week's song, and that's when I had to kind of go through the emotions of realizing that I might have created a monster with the song from week before. But I'm really enjoying what I'm doing as well. It feels somehow different. As I said before in the vlog as well, that I kind of feel like there's something more coming out of me musically at the moment, so I'm just kind of riding that wave and see where it takes me. So yeah, check it out. It's all in that vlog. Then Wednesday, which was Thursday's vlog, called Hiding from the Hailstones. It's time for me to get a lot of stuff done. Finished off. I finished off the writing process, the first draft of the writing project for Melocity, and then I finished this week's song as well. So it was great, great day of getting just stuff done. And then hiding from the hailstones name comes from I just got into Porterhouse where I was playing the session that afternoon, and the sky just opened and these crazy hailstones started raining everywhere. And I captured on a film as well, so check it out. And then I met up with Rory the next day and dropped in the draft. It was a really interesting meeting with him. Actually, heard a lot of. They've got really some cool stuff coming up, and some of the first drafts of the new software just looks so great. I think it's gonna be brilliant. And then after I met up with Rory, I had some chores in the house that I just had to get done. And as much as I hate cleaning, it was time to clean the house because it was getting pretty. It was in need of a bit of hoovering, let's put it that way. But yeah, check it out. And then because the move, I had to do second song this week, so I had a second day in the studio, and this time it says time absolutely disappeared when I started getting into the song. Yeah, it worked out again. I'm pretty happy with it. A little bit of tweaking needs to be done to it, and I think it's going to be a great song. I also talk a little bit about the songwriting and get into kind of talking about the subject of writing love songs, and how you have to be, as a songwriter, you're going to have to try to imagine yourself in somebody else's position to write that kind of songs, because you like the old rule of having, breaking up all the time, that would be too emotionally draining to go through something like that as a songwriter. And yeah, that's the last vlog of the week. So guys, I'd really love to get some feedback. Have you been enjoying the vlogs, and is there anything particular you'd like me to talk about or feature in the vlogs? Do you want to know more about songwriting, any particular kind of stuff about songwriting, or any of my studio setup or studio work or anything like that? Just leave it in the comments, let me know, and I'll try to get to it, And yeah, and as always, if you really enjoy the stuff that I'm doing, check out my Patreon page. It's www.patreon.com/jpkallio, and you can support me there by starting from as little as $1 a month, and it really makes a big difference. And we've kind of started a small but very cool community there in the Patreon, so it'd be cool to have you part of it as well. And yeah, and on top of that, look, just keep on doing what you guys do. You listening to the songs and you watching the vlogs, and it really is it makes me feel that it's worth my while doing all of this. So thank you very much for being part of it, and I shall talk to you more tomorrow. Have a great week, guys. I make her stand. What would you do if it was all true? Every little tale, every song from yesterday,